And it was a little bit cooler up in the Sierra today, but it was still hot here in the valley floor and hazy as well. Here's a quick look outside from our Valley Children's Hospital Skycam in Madera County. It's pointed northeast. You probably noticed a smoke plume developing from a new wildfire towards Winona this evening here. That's the smoke plume right there. And of course, this is Madera County towards the bottom of your screen is Children's Boulevard here. So we're going to have some areas of haze and smoke to deal on the east side of the valley, foothills, and the Sierra as long as another wildfire continues to burn. It was hot today. 101 was the high in Fresno, above the average of 98 for this time of year, and our overnight temperatures pretty close to the average of 67. And it looks like we're on a cooling trend from here on out for a few days, and things are going to warm up once again. But we're still in August. It's still summer. This is still the hottest portion of the year, so nothing too unusual about triple-digit heat. We hit 102 in Hanford and Lemoore, 101 for Porterville, 98 in Merced. When Merced's cooler than the rest of the valley, that's a sign that there's a change finally right around the corner. Some of that cool air from the coast is spilling into the valley, and that's going to knock down our temperatures more so tomorrow, more so on Tuesday here. It's a little breezy in some parts of the valley as we take you outside to our Cahuilla Delta Medical Center Skycam in Visalia. The American flag and the California flag bouncing around right there where it is 97 degrees in Visalia tonight. Winds out of the northwest about 10 miles an hour. We might have some gusts on the west side of the valley tonight, tomorrow, over 30 miles an hour, especially if you're close to the Pacheco Pass, Los Banos area. That's that push of cool air coming into central California. 96 now in Merced, 98 in Fresno, 99 for Lemoore and Porterville. And compared to 24 hours ago, most of the valley is running a little bit cooler compared to this time yesterday. And that's going to be the case for tomorrow. And then we'll cool off several more degrees on Tuesday. Might even feel a little like fall, especially Tuesday morning with temperatures starting off in the upper 50s in some parts of the valley, especially Merced County. Those winds are picking up tonight in Lemoore and Hanford, 13 mile an hour, 12 mile an hour winds in Merced, 9 here in Fresno. That will continue for most of tonight here. Skies are clear for the most part. Again, we do have some haze out there, mainly due to the east side of the valley, foothills in the Sierra due to the wildfires we got going. Even a little bit of cloud cover trying to develop, but it's a very dry atmosphere. We're not dealing with those muggy conditions we had over a week ago. Most of that energy is staying well off to the east. There's the ridge keeping us hot. It finally moves out of the way, allows for this system to drive in from the Pacific Northwest to knock down our temperatures and cool us off here. So it's an onshore flow. Once we get into tomorrow, Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday as well, we'll probably warm up just a little bit, but we're staying below average, which is 98 for this time of year for several days. We also have improvements of our air quality. It's good for most of the valley tomorrow, moderate in Fresno and Tulare counties. Up in the Sierra, temperatures cooler. Again, a little bit of haze. If you're towards that wildfire in Winona, you're going to have some areas of smoke to deal with here, but temperatures only in the 70s for Los Banos, for Shaver Lake and Huntington, 80s for Yosemite and Fish Camp tomorrow afternoon. In the foothills, looking for hazy sunshine, temperatures in the 80s for Mariposa and Oakers, low 90s for Corscold and Aubrey, and winds will pick up a little bit from the southwest from about 5 to 15 miles an hour. Tonight, this will be a little breezy. Skies will be clear. Overnight lows in the 60s valley-wide, so that's a big change. Tomorrow, low 90s, 93 in Fresno, 93 in Tulare, 91 for Madera, 90 in Merced. But for Los Banos, Livingston, Gustine, you will probably be in the upper 80s for tomorrow. And we have 89 on Tuesday. And when we drop into the 80s, I can finally say the word cooler. I've been dying to say that since early June because that's the last time we were in the 80s valley-wide here. And we do warm up a little bit Wednesday into Thursday, but notice we're below the century mark for the entire week here. So that's a good thing in August. And we might even cool down a little bit more after next weekend here in the valley.
Ruben with the bearer of good news today.
It just happened to be when you're here, so I'm just saying maybe you brought this cooler weather with us.
Perhaps from Canada, where I'm from.
There you go.
Well,